the first time I experienced enlightenment was March of 2024. And it was quite the event. I spent 3 days in my recliner, vibrating super high. The second morning, I was like vibrating really high, and I heard in my head, enlightenment, enlightenment, enlightenment. And then I was told, ask the universe, for your wisdom. And so this is what I was shown. I was shown um, that I've helped several first responders. So first I was shown the arc of first responders. I'm like, well, they all have mental illness. I'm a healer. I'm concerned with mental illness. That's what I was shown. Well, the first responders have mental illness. And then next I was shown, I'm like, oh, well, the family. Oh, the family. Well, there's lots of divorce, lots of mental illness there. Oh, relationships. Oh, lots of oh, okay. I'm like, okay, take me back to the beginning. There was God, and then what? Like, I was just trying to understand, like, how we had gotten to this place. But what I didn't understand is that it was basically asking the question, why did things have to get so dark? And what I know now is things had to get so dark to catapult me up to so bright enlightenment. And that's the laws of physics, right? The deeper you go, the higher you fly based on the laws of physics. Life is like jumping on a trampoline. So I expanded my consciousness first by going deep into my fear, guilt, and shame. And then that catapulted me up to enlightenment. That was, a huge epiphany for me, right? And so when that happened, so I saw that, and then I asked, so there was God, and then what? And that's when I saw that what creation is ascribed, which is feminine, was ascribed to masculinity. I'm like, why are we giving femininity to masculinity? And then wondering why women don't value themselves, wondering why women are complaining about a patriarchy. Well, there's the patriarchy, is, undervaluing the woman and overvaluing the man. So then I had a discussion, well, if we restore the divine feminine next to divine masculine, and then we mirror that in the home, so that the center of the family, the emotional center of the family, and this is all, I'm having this conversation before I came upon this map of consciousness, right? Then the woman will be equal to the man, and she'll be the emotional center, and he'll be the physical lead. So I'm having this whole conversation, and trying to understand that afterwards all this happened. I lost 12 pounds, and I faced catastrophic fears. Like, it was, a huge kind of event. And so my kids were really scared. And so I went and figured out, well, what is enlightenment? And this is when I found out that enlightenment is an emotion. It's an expression of the soul. And our souls express ourselves via emotions. So physicists have proven that we all have energy bodies, that our energy bodies express itself out through the heart. And then, the heart's a vortex. Okay, well, that makes sense. And a vortex creates, like the black hole creates. And then we live in a holographic universe. The vortex is pushing the energy out onto the quantum field, like Dr. Joe Dispenza said. And then we live in a holographic universe, and then we can see ourselves. And we'll get to this physics experiment in front of us in a second, so that I can show you how this all works. But our souls expressing ourselves through emotion, this really helped me see how we have to go down into our fear, guilt, and shame, these deeper, denser emotions here on the left. Like, shame vibrates at 20 hertz. And then all that kinetic energy we get on the way down is what catapults us up our next mountaintop, with enlightenment being the ultimate goal. So, I had like, wow, so we need what we call mental illness in order to attain enlightenment, because we have to explore our depths in order to catapult us to our heights. Life is like jumping on a trampoline. So all of those, like, the people who are born into the traumatic childhoods, those are the souls taking on the more extreme work, the more extreme opportunities to expand their consciousness. Like, learning to be grateful when I had 35 years of debilitating lower back pain, and be grateful for that pain, to be grateful for the box of darkness that I was left with, when that box of darkness gave me 35 years of debilitating lower back pain, failed marriage, failed relationships. It's a lot more difficult to find gratitude for that than it is for less challenging events, but that's the level of challenge my soul needed to have an opportunity or many opportunities to expand my own consciousness. So, as difficult as it is, I'll ask you this question. If you're not grateful for what the universe has provided in your life so far, why should the universe provide anything further? Right? So if it's a holographic universe, you're projecting out lack of gratitude, then the universe is going to show that back to you